Welcome to my tiny home. I'm Frater Akiba, Ravi Akiba Ben David, busting through your airwaves. It's early in the morning. You're just waking up. I feel you. No coffee yet? I got a message. Okay? I got a download, actually. I've been getting a lot of information. Hopping in here and trying to pop out. Right? Okay? Spirit says you're protected to listen to your intuition. Okay? To follow your gut and making the right decision right now. Okay? Everything you've been witnessing is the truth. Okay? Some kind of psychic gifts are being increased in your life. Okay? All right. Let's see where this one goes, huh? Yeah, a couple days ago, my bad. All right. Spirit, Heavenly Father, Mother Matrix, Creator Source, our trusted spirit guides, Holy Guardian Angel, please oversee this reading. May I be a divine channel of communication of light and truth. What message do we have for the collective? Somebody rushing into your house? Four of Wands. Okay. Somebody's rushing in with a Three of Swords. Okay. To a Five of Wands. Some conflict here. Someone trying to cause some kind of emotional distress in your home. Could be in secret. Okay. Could be a Pisces. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Cult, a coven. Okay. Some kind of cult leader you're being protected from. All right. I don't know why I just got the energy of it's a celebration, but that shit's coming to an end. I feel like you got a cult, a coven out here working magic, okay? Trying to keep this burden, a generational curse attached to your life, trying to take away your success, your victory, your accomplishments in your life, trying to block you from moving forward and moving away from a toxic situation in your life. This Five of Wands here, yeah. These people don't want you to think correctly, okay? They don't want you to be an entrepreneur. They don't want you to go after your pursuits, your dreams, okay? These are not vain imaginations. Spirit, I got a download earlier where Spirit was saying that you're protected and to listen to your gut. Trust your gut right now, okay? Whatever it is that your spirit is telling you, you're not wishing. Something is not as what it appears to be. There's some kind of heavy conflict going on around your home, okay? Something's going on in secret. You got a coven out here working magic. Okay, with this devil energy to keep you in a Nine of Wands. So they're attacking your vagus nerve. You see, that's what this energy does, okay? It keeps you stuck, all right? And this kind of toxic energy, where you're being psychically and astrally attacked. This is on a daily basis, right? The sun is dark and then it gets yellow and then it gets dark again. It's just like it never ends, okay? It's betrayal, okay? These are like destiny swappers out here. I'm going to pull this together. Spirit says you're a very strong person, okay? Your hard work is going to pay off. In this situation, you're overcoming something. Something has put you in a Nine of Wands energy. Okay, Sagittarian energy with the Wheel of Fortune. These 10 swords are crowning the Four Wands. So there's something here dealing with the betrayal. I only see 8 of those wands. Swords, excuse me. I only see 8 of those swords. So something's got you trapped in your mind. You're heavily observing it spiritually. I feel like you got a guardian angel or something watching you that's observing you, observing your work, okay? Things are moving in slow right now. You're the star. I knew you was a star. Listen, I was reading about you before you was even in the papers. What did I tell you? 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords to the star. Eight of Swords to the Star with the Page of Cups in reverse. Ooh, to the Seven of Cups. Some kind of an illusion here. Some kind of an offer. This could be regarding somebody signing some kind of a contract here. Okay? You could be a star. Somebody could be trying to underwrite a contract with you right now. They got 8 swords surrounding it. 8 swords above, 10 swords below, with your destiny in front of it. Yeah, this is a 5 of... Something about this situation that's going to leave you or has left you in heavy regret. Okay? So the angel is here. Again, like I said, there's some kind of angelic direction, angelic intervention. Okay? This is a pathway to your victory and your success. And your self-fulfillment, your wish fulfillment, your happiness. So this is dealing with your happiness. And it's got you in your head here. 9 of Swords. Some kind of a betrayal. Things are not coming in as quick as you might like. Something in Aquarius here, because I see the moon crowned by the 9 of Wands, crowned by the star. Okay, so you got Pisces with the Sagittarian energy and Virgo. So this is like the star, the northern star, okay? Virgo is the sign of the northern position with regard to the moon. So in the Kabbalah, what begins in Kaf, or the back of the head, Kaf in Hebrew is Kaf Va Pe, right? Kaf being the back of the head of the monkey or the ape, as it is in Hebrew when it's delineated in plenitude, the actual word of the Hebrew letter, Kaf, okay? So it meant the ape. So the back of the head was symbolizing the function of of subconsciousness, right? And the dual encephalon, okay? The brain, literally, okay? And the brain stem. The dual oblongata, the medulla oblongata, okay? Thank you, all right? I don't speak very well, all right? I'm not even English, okay? You look at me, I'm an American, okay? Calm down. What begins in Kaf ends in Yod. And when you take Yod, 164, or Yod Vadalet, plus Kaf, 168, combines equals 206, which in Hebrew is the Debir, or the word. So the manifestation of the word is being erected here through some form of astral light. And that word is a reverberation, you'll see? Spiraling Namen. It appears to us in a static representation as a circle when we arrest it in its movement. But in reality, what we're actually seeing is a mnemonic development of the golden ratio, or the golden mean, the Fibonacci sequence, right? Where the 12th sequence is Adam. This is how the Kabbalists conceal their mysteries and their teachings. All right, this is where the tarot came from. It is all Kabbalah, 100%. That's why there are 22 Hebrew letters to represent the circle in geometry, which is 22, right? The division. So the star is guiding the situation. The star, you're being guided by an inner light, okay? And that's why you're, to the outward appearances, other people think you're blind. They might even think you're a fool, but you're like wise as an old owl. Okay? You got this inner light guiding you and directing you. What I say, even in this hangman position, it's that light. And all the light that we see is light from the sun, right? From a star. So this hermit is covering the head of the 8 of Swords. There's some sort of betrayal that has rushed into your home. I see only 2 wands, okay? 2 of those wands are covered up by the moon and this magician, this 3 of Cups, and the devil. 3 of Wands, okay? There's something here about your family, and another 2 of Wands. Somebody's attacked the spirituality of your home. Your home could be the temple, the Debir, the word, the oracle. Okay? You see how his third eye is crowned is blind, okay, is blocked. I feel like spirit is putting stars on your crown to bring in abundance in your life, okay, to balance something out on the material realm, to bring in your wish fulfillment. You're being guided right now in spirit to listen to your intuition. Heavy conflict in your home. Your home's under attack psychically. Okay, this could be, I mean, and this could, like I said, this could be your temple. Okay, look at it in that sense. So something in your life is unguarded. Like half of your, a third of your temple needs attention. Your home, okay? Just, that could be for somebody. Could have been a death in the home with the 10 of Swords crowning the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Wands being beneath it as its root, and this 3 of Swords energy over here. Something's being transformed in your home. Okay? So working magic out here, stalling something. You've come to, like, this is coming to an end with the world out here in Saturn. Okay, some kind of an illusion. Some kind of a shady offer was being given. Sneaky offer. Okay. Page of Cups in reverse to the 7 of Cups. Crowning this devil to the Page of Pentacles. Reversed. 8 of Wands in reverse. Somebody's using, and this Emperor in reverse next to this devil. We got a tyrannical, this is like a cult leader out here. Okay, a dark practitioner. Okay, somebody's scamming you. All right? And they're using your subconsciousness. They're using magic. Okay? These people are, listen, there's gifted magicians. There's gifted warlocks. There's, you know, I used to be really naive about these things as like myself too. You know what I mean? Some people say, well, why do you talk? Because, okay? You need to know if you don't know. All right? Starting a revolution through the airwaves, a rebel. It's Molech. This is the god, okay, of these dark practitioners. Somebody's trying to silence you. Stop you from communicating your messages, okay? Stop you from loving yourself, okay? You got a gold digger energy out here. This dark practitioner and Molech. That's what I'm talking about. Molech is like money, okay? The value and the energy. So like the energy transfer of money for human life, right? So people, a gold digger is somebody who's literally using the life force of other individuals in order to come up in the world, okay? This is how our world, this is the god of this world in essence, okay? So there's some kind of scammer out here, a dark practitioner, a cult leader, using some kind of moon magic, causing conflict. And this could be internal, okay? But it's definitely attacking like your third eye. You got like, but the thing is they didn't know, is the Hermit. Okay, so you got this right here. Here you are. Here they are binding you with the spell work, right? And then here's what's crowning you. And oh, your best friend? Yeah, that's your homie right there. Yeah, you and him? Yeah, you've been best friends forever. Oh yeah, and this guy? Oh yeah, you too? Oh man, you guys are like the best peanut butter and jelly ever. I'm sorry. Yo, these people got you out here trying to be all crusty and shit with some peanut butter and jelly with some stale ass bread, bro. I'm telling you, there's mold on it. This is how they do it. Look, it's a shady ass offer. Look at this bread. It's all moldy and green. Come on, man. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. Yeah, but you a spiritual warrior, right? Yeah. So you out here, You know, when I say busting caps in that spiritual ass, what I'm trying to say is that's what it is. When we're out here providing wisdom and knowledge and direction to the world, all right? So I know a lot of people are not very familiar with Kabbalah, but Kabbalah is the root of tarot. So for you not, if you're a tarot reader, for you not to know the root of your own practice is a little debilitating in a sense, okay, from that perspective, from that angle, all right? The other stuff, the surface stuff is more concrete and applicable to, you know, delineating a message like kind of what I'm saying. But when you get deeper into the esotericism, you begin to see and understand something here, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, somebody want to bind you up, tie you up, and slice you up and dice you up in the astral realm, okay? That's what's really going on right here, right now. You got an enemy, a secret enemy out here trying to cause illusions for you, trying to stall you, okay? Trying to bind you, all right? You might even got a cult leader trying to recruit you. And I've been getting that energy. They don't want you moving on. They know that your ships are coming in, okay? They know you got value. You an entrepreneur, all right? You out here PIMPing on your own energy and love and light and truth and goodness. To me, that's a real, spiritual warrior, okay? It takes a lot to love yourself, okay? Spirit is saying you need to love yourself and trust your intuition, okay? You got people out here that are envious of you and jealous of your abilities. I'm telling you, they try to keep you in this energy of shame and guilt and fear. Listen, soldiers, wounded warriors, 9 of Wands, soldiers to the star and the temperance angel energy forever and ever. This is the energy they use to keep you trapped. Shame and guilt and fear. Because, you know, it's not just the acronym, you know, the false evidence appearing real, but it's the energy. You see, that energy absorbs your real good, just everything that, this fucking stardust that you're made of, man, okay? It absorbs it all, and it just keeps you in this swishing, nasty cesspool of lies, okay? The truth will set you free, okay? The truth. See, I just feel like you are an individual. I didn't get the high priestess energy out here. Could be a Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Piscean energy out here with Scorpio and a little bit of Taurian energy, okay? But I get the idea because in the Esoteric Tarot, the Hermit has a Yod upon his head, as I was trying to tell you with Yod and Kaf, okay? This is the cycle of the moon. The moon is divided by the Yod, and the angle by which it is divided is 6.5 degrees relative to the plane of the ecliptic angle, 23.5 degrees of the Earth, in its annual peregrinations around the sun, okay? Its annual orbit. The Earth is at 23.5, the moon is at 6.5 to the Earth, okay? Locked in tightly. Very, very fucking very strategically specific, unnatural, okay? All right? Keep that in mind. Artificial, if I should say. That's why the earth, the Hebrew word for earth is aretz. It's the root of our word, arts. Like artwork, art, earth, arts. So earth was terraformed, my friends. So there's secrets about all this. At any rate, this Yod it's crowning your fucking third eye, bro, okay? This is what I'm trying to tell you. This Yod right here is like a lantern in the darkness of the darkest night of your darkest soul, okay? And these people thought they could put your lights out, all right? But the sun is shining, you're being raised up, the lights are turned on, Heavenly Father is singing the choirs with the angels, and everybody says hallelujah and amen and is clapping hands, and everybody's happy. Okay? So they're attacking the back of your head, man. They're attacking something from the back of your head. See the head? Something from behind you. Something from behind you is being attacked. Could be the child that they're using. could be a situation, a new beginning, like a new offer that's coming to you. Okay, an emotional offer and a physical offer. Could be tied up, an emotional offer tied up with something physical. Okay? These people could have been out here working hard, man. With this magic. 3 of Cups, this coven. Okay? This is how they do it. Listen, the government operates through the covens and these cults, bro. What do you think? All right? How do you think they get away with this shit? How do you think they slow kill somebody for 8 years? All right? With their honeypot assassins. Okay? How do you think they do it? They know they've been doing this for a long time, man. Very strategic. Happy Sunday to y'all. Happy New Year. I'm sorry, I just need a little more caffeine to, you know, I'm naturally just ready to go, but I swear, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was being poisoned for 8 years. Okay, by a dark witch. And caffeine probably kept me alive, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because, anyhow, so the process of this illusion that is set off into the ether, right? And this astral. You see, the devil is considered Ayin, the no thing. The outward appearance, the dweller on the threshold. All right? Getting through that illusion, crossing that threshold, like right where the Olam is into the temple, which is the sacral plexus. Okay? Mudlahara, the lower base chakra, the root chakra. They come for you there because, listen, the energy of your mind is from the root, the crown to the root. So Spirit wanted me to tell somebody, they've been seeing a lemniscate. This is what the enemy uses, these symbols, okay? The enemy, they use the symbols of the righteous and the chosen. Okay, they use the symbol 777. They take and cloak themselves in our energy. Okay, they use the lemniscate as a symbol of infinity, right? When they say they're gonna angel them, when they're gonna fly them, right? When they're gonna fly them up, huh? Yeah, when they're gonna fly you up. You got to learn how the enemy. I've been in the enemy camp for 20 years. I'm living in the enemy camp, so I know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, to understand the tactics of the enemy, we're coming to a time right now, not just in America, but in the world. If you study Blavatsky, the sixth root race, okay, was to be manufactured here in America, okay? Understand that that's what's going on underground right now. Like, they're genetic manipulation. They're creating a whole, they're hybrid. I mean, a lot of my listeners already know this, right? I'm preaching to the choir. I got a lot of very intelligent, informed listeners. Okay, and I'm very grateful for my soul tribe here, my soul fam. Okay, I love y'all. Believe that, 100%. Okay, I don't always show up 100 correct, man, but we living in this is like the Terminator and Independence Day with the movie Get Out and Final Destination with the Truman Show and Castaway. Man, we could roll it all together. And the Island of Dr. Moreau. That dude, our country. Listen, we just went into another country and just snatched up their fucking president because he didn't go along with the oil. There's a lot of intrigue there. I'm not gonna get into all that, but I'm trying to tell you, we living in the banana republic. You need to know there is no constitution. Okay, the middle class is what's keeping the whole country stuck. That's what it is. All right. So I don't know, but somebody needed that message. All right. Okay. You're being blocked. That's the whole goal here. Okay? They don't want us to unite. They don't want us to speak. They don't want you to share your gifts. So you got something to offer this world, like I'm telling you. I just keep getting this energy all day. There's somebody out there I'm talking to who's a real star. Okay, who knows the cult that I'm talking about, okay? Who knows all about everything I'm saying. Okay? These star whackers, this cult, these covens, they're all connected. Okay? Some kind of an illusion over your life is blocking you. And it's scamming you. Because I keep getting this fraud, this scam. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. There's nothing new under the sun, okay? I could rhyme it, put it into a rap, and wrap it up and put it right back at you, Jack, okay? However you want to sauce it up and toss it up in the ether, it still comes out as an astral fraud. You're being scammed. I don't know by who, okay? And you're dealing with a cult. That's who, okay? A cult, all right? They're attacking your self-worth, trying to keep you in fear and shame and guilt, because those are the energies that they control and live in and thrive and breathe in. That's how the enemy, that's why if you're not equipped with proper self-worth, to know your value, to know your place in this world, to know that you are important and special and you have a fucking divine mission on this earth, okay? And you're worth it. Fools out here trying to shake you up. Act with courage. They shook, okay? Because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. They ain't halfway. What I just say, spirit. Thank you. These ain't halfway crooks you're dealing with. All right, these are the crooks of the crooks who cook the books for the crooks. Okay, listen, believe in yourself. All right, they're cooking books, bro. Man, a lot of these people just trash. Okay, you got to keep going. Now, I bring it back to this because I want to explain this to you, how it operates, how the frequencies affect our consciousness at a cellular level. When you wake up, sometimes you don't feel good, right? You feel drained, all those. You got to understand the tactics of dark magic and the enemy, because it's being used against you 24 hours a day, coming through your airwaves and your frequencies. I'm here ready to tell you the lie and have you fucking believe the illusion. Okay? They want you to believe that working every day, slaving 9 to 5, working 9 to 5 is going to get you nothing but purple rain, baby. Sorry. That's it. If that's for those 80s lovers who knows what that means, okay? Working, listen, I'm swinging it out here. Don't be hating my bat skills, all right? I may not always hit a home run, but I'm going to get you on second base or first. Something you've been working at hard in your life. I feel like it's building yourself up, building your self-worth, your self-esteem, okay? Your intuition, trying to get out of your head, okay? This is how that's why we got to be very mindful of what we are allowing into our heads. I literally have to shut down. I don't want to shut down comments at all, and I won't. But the thing about it is like, that's how they attack those kinds of things. Like, it's very strategic, I'm telling you. Well thought out, highly coordinated, sophisticated attacks. Okay, these are 9 sharp, divided swords of astral attacks. And 3 of them got you stuck right here, okay? And that's not allowing you to, maybe there's a blockage here. And it's in your mind. You've already been victorious. These are all upright. You're going through a massive transformation. Massive transformation. By walking away from whatever's toxic, leaving behind what doesn't serve you. That's what Spirit is telling you need to do right now. See the banner? That's the transformation, the Plutonian Scorpion transformation that you're going through. This awakening, this rebirth is what's crowning you. Now, the wreath is green to represent that it is living and alive and growing. So this went from being pure, okay? You see, this is purity. This is clean, all right? You got ancestors protecting you. Look, and you got like 3 primary ancestors that are just standing tall like, what up, ninja, okay? Ain't nobody coming after your star energy. And that's what they want. You're going to attract a narcissist. So you're like an empathic person. You stay to yourself, okay? You might be isolated. You might just stay in your home. You take care of your home. That's all that matters to you. Just simple. Nothing complex, really. Working hard, doing you, minding your business. This is minding your business. You mind your business. These damn fucking gang stalkers out here always want to be all up in your success because they're fucking low-life scumbags who ain't got no lives. It's a fact. They're all out here circle jerking each other in a pentagram and they can't even get the pentagram together. They can't even get their wands lined up for the prostitute party in the P. Diddy mansion. Damn, spirit. This is the New World Order agenda. Why do you think? Look, I grew up. I mean, I got to use myself as an example. I can't be out here like projecting other people's lives onto this community, okay? But I grew up like, grew up with NWA and Public Enemy and Eazy-E and all that, right? At that time, I didn't realize, like, I'm being brainwashed out here. Like, for a couple years, seriously, like, I woke up. I had an early morning wake up ascension ritual at about 12 where I was never the same. And I woke up and I was like, yo, I had gold teeth just out there, right? Anyhow, all ridiculous. But at that time, you see, that stuff, that same energy's out here right now going after our children. That's really what I'm trying to say, okay? That kind of energy, those frequencies, we got to be mindful of that. And we need to temper, so somebody needs to hear this. Maybe there's some kind of, you need to take a look at what your kids are watching, things like that, okay? You don't want to be in regret later on in the years of your life that you didn't take enough time out to pay attention to the well-being of your children. I don't know where that came from, okay? It just came to me. But anyhow, part of the agenda is to influence the masses, especially the lower class, because look, they got the middle class locked all up. That's why the police can get away with what they do. That's why all the government can do what they do, because of the middle class. Middle to upper class is and the upper class, okay? Keep everybody else stuck and in slavery, all right? They're all feeding off. But that middle class, they're the ones that are like, they want to believe like it's Pleasantville. Everything's just so perfect. And oh my God, we're going to go to this great school and Jimmy's going to wear, and his new shoes. And that's not how life really is. Like your neighbor's a fucking serial killer practicing dark magic and sacrificing children in the backyard fucking 3 times a week, dude. This is part of the agenda. I'm not kidding you. Like until you wake up to this shit, it's all just movies and that's it. But Holly weirdos, they all know. All right? These Holly weirdos know that everything we watching on TV is the truth, okay? So there's some kind of a mindset here, a lack mindset that you've been having in your life, okay? And I really feel like it's dealing with this energy of shame and guilt and regret, okay? But something with this 5 of Cups. Maybe something didn't work out. Maybe you felt like your destiny, the wheel wasn't turning in your favor, okay? Maybe it's because you've been gang stalked, okay? And you're being targeted, that by some spiritual narcissists, all right, using black magic on you. So Spirit is telling you right now, you need to have boundaries and to protect your energy. That's why I said I saw this 9 of Wands covering with the Magician, the 2 wands of the 4 wands, okay? So you need to protect yourself. You need to put up some psychic or spiritual protection. You need to manifest this. Okay? Because you're dealing with a coven. Now what they fear more than anything else, what this New World Order agenda is, essentially, is to keep everybody stuck in like NPC energy. All right? To where you're not questioning anything. All right? You're not protecting yourself. Your destiny is covered. It's covering this loss. Okay? Whatever it is, King of Swords energy, Queen of Swords, doesn't matter. The energy of the sword of a king or queen. In the Knight of Swords, underneath it with the 5 of Cups crowning at the Wheel of Fortune. Something here is being transmuted and turned up, okay? And I got a feeling like it's some kind of subconscious programming. Thank you, Spirit. All right? That's happening. Programming. There's a mindset here. Okay? And they don't want you to have a Christ consciousness. They don't want humanity to ascend. Understand? It really is that simple. The people who support this system the way that they do so viciously, these satanic cult groups that they support it viciously, all their power is in it. That's why you cannot trust anybody in government. I'm sorry, you just can't. All right? At this particular point in our history, I needed to put this message out today. Okay, trust your intuition for your family. Do not trust the government. There's going to be a lot of shit coming out in the government in the future. All right, I know a lot about it. I'm dead serious. I really, really do, okay? I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not an expert. I'm not one of them guys. I'm not one of those dudes who thinks he knows everything whatsoever. Okay, I haven't even begun to express what I know to you. All right, and I hope I have the opportunity to expose some of these secrets that I know. Who knows what'll happen. But we got Christ consciousness out here, baby. The sun is shining on your Horian eye. Okay? Your boundaries, protecting yourself. You need to like set crystal boundaries. Like I put like this, I set up boundaries because you have to protect yourself. Okay? Gang stalking is a form of black magic. And what it is that it gives you, it's by dark attachments that are put on you. All right? It's dark, it's black magic, my friends. If you're being gang stalked, it's because you're being targeted by dark covens and cults acting within the government, acting within Homeland Security. They fear the chosen. It's a fact. They fear us. It doesn't matter what religion the chosen are in. Understand this, first and foremost. I'm not an expert. I am a child of the Most High God. If you're chosen, you're in every religion. Chosen ones are in every religion. Just as the throat chakra blockage, demons are. I was going to say demons. They fear you. Okay? That's why they got to use this moon magic. They cannot work with the light. They cannot work with the true light. They can only work in illusion with the father of the lie. Okay? They can only work with moon magic. This is devoid of Christ consciousness. That's why we will always win. That's why we always do, although we get fucked up in the process over many different generations of our lives. They come for us, I'm telling you. And they know more about this than we do. They do, okay? If it weren't for the angels and our ancestors whooping some ass out here, the chosen would be swallowed a whole live. And they would do it live, CCTV, because they're disgusting human beings. Live your purpose. Okay? Extension. All right, that's what they're trying to do. This is how they do it. This, my friends, I'm telling you, human trafficking is the biggest business in the world. There is nothing in comparison. It's not just body parts. Every aspect of human trafficking. I've been human trafficked for the last 20 years, 10 of which I didn't realize. The last 10, full definition of, to lead to a sacrificial ritual. Right now I'm trying to save my daughter from the same thing happening. They're trying to keep you stuck, okay? They don't want you speaking out. They don't want you sharing your gifts. They want to isolate you, okay? This is what bullies do. Something's happening in Pisces. I keep getting this energy with the moon. Some kind of escape in the 12th house. Going after your North Node, your life purpose. You're free in Pisces. Maybe you need to eat more fish, okay? You're dealing with a covert narcissist, all right? And some Masonic scum. Listen, I've been a part of the fraternity. I have had associations with some of the highest ranking Masons in our country. I'm not exaggerating. Don't let my purple rain shirt fool you, all right? I know who I'm dealing with. Since 2004, I've been dealing with Freemasonry. All right, I've been to temples, I've been to lodges, I've been everywhere, man, with this. And I have to define this. A vast majority of the Blue Lodge Masons are not involved in gang stalking. They're not involved in black magic. Okay, hoodoo, voodoo, voodoo, shoodoo, kudu, ludu, and lulus, and all in the loony bin. No. So we can't lay at the feet of every man who wears a square and compass the energy of this Masonic scum that are running rampant through our country, through the world, actually, okay? Yeah, because they view us as slave labor. Chattel, that's what I'm trying to say. We're just cattle to these people, even our children. You have to understand, the devil never comes out like the devil. He comes disguised. And the devil keeps transforming himself into an angel of light. And if not so, his ministers also. Understand the illusion, okay? Not just butterflies in the sky. We can fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading rainbow. Don't give up, okay? Rainbows and butterflies, all right? This is not rainbows and butterflies. This is real life shit. They be hanging people up out here, disappearing in the desert. That's what they do. This is a lunar cult working through Saturn. The Saturnian lunar cult. The black robe, my friend. The black cube, my friend. Okay? Yes. Black rock. All day. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Something about transformation and poison. I feel like they're trying to make your transformation. Yeah, unaliving the chosen ones. That's the main way these assassins do it. They slow kill you through herbal and root work. Okay? Brothers, you need to protect yourselves out there. This is a message. Okay? You need to be mindful of the people you bring around you and allow into your energy field. Same with you sisters, right? Okay? I was naive about a lot of this stuff. And I'm a wise person. I really am. On some things. Not everything. But some things. These people are out here lining people up on a daily basis. Say, somebody could be trying to line you up right now, okay? I'm trying to tell you. You think I'm joking? All right? Doors closing on you. People acting funny. One headlights. You got funky fucking antennas waving in the wind and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, one hubcap. Got weird shit on their fucking license plate. Just stands out. That's how they do it. It's all psychological. If you're being targeted right now, I'm here for you. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what you think about me. I'm here. I'm a soldier. I'm a survivor. And I made it. I went through the humiliation ritual. They tried to unalive me so I don't want to go there. What I'm trying to say is you're not alone. Okay, but trust your intuition. If something inside of you tells you this situation's wrong, believe it. I've always trusted my intuition. You must believe that. Believe also that we have angelic guidance as the chosen. Okay? These angels out here ain't all just slicing up little kids and shit, okay? Like these demons try to tell you. The angel of death, like the angel of fire, they're all just an angel. Man, get out of here, man. I want a cherub in my life. I ain't talking about no assassin. Listen, the angels that are on my team, yeah, we might be slicing and dicing, but we slicing and dicing demons and devils, dog. Okay? That's it. And I'm telling you the truth, and we do that by telling the truth. Because the real truth, they can't come out. They gotta hide. They gotta hide. All right? You might have been biding your time for something in your life right now. All right? Spirit is saying it's time for you to speak out about what you know. You know something. All right? You might have been, that's why you're living. Maybe you're in regret about it. Maybe you know somebody that's been poisoned. Okay? Maybe you know somebody that's trying to do something. Okay? They're lying to you. I'm telling you, somebody around you's lying to you. Test the spirits. Don't let these gaslighting fools try to tell you that it's something wrong for you using your discernment. All right? And testing the spirits. That's what we have to, and no one can also tell you how to do that either. All right? When you're getting constantly attacked, it's difficult to differentiate. That's how they do it. They smother you with it. So you get overwhelmed and you take yourself out. Or you do something stupid and you take yourself out. All right? But when you're divinely guided and protected, your success is being protected by the Most High God and these angels out here. All right? Don't let them lie to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't let them lie to you. You could have a Scorpio out here trying to shadow ban you. Okay? Try to block you. I don't know who it is, but you're innocent. Okay? They're coming for your crown. Could be dealing with some toxic ass woman, some Jezebel spirit, and they want to shut you up. Maybe you know something about her. Yeah, she's a narcissist. That's what it is. She's using binding spells. Okay? This witch is in spiritual court. The Honorable Rabbi Akiva Ben David is residing. It's a doppelganger in her. Doppelganger. Somebody trying to copycat you. That's what they do, these stalkers. They use copycat energy. So if they see you wearing a blue shirt, everybody be wearing a blue shirt. That's how they do it. It's all psychological. Don't believe the why. We got to tie this up with some angels and some ancestors, please. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I love you. Everyone that was able to purchase my book, last month, there was a few people. I want to say thank you very much. Everybody, before I forget, everybody out there in my channel has been supporting me. I'm very much grateful for all your love and support. I really do need it right now. It's not a joke. Okay? You're being given some psychic strength in your life. I was getting that earlier. Something about, this is your ancestor message, spirit. Okay? They're not regretting. Somebody's lying about being in regret. Somebody's lying about being in... Look at that. This ain't even supposed to be in there. Oh, spirit. Love and compassion. Interact and relate. Get into nature. And remember who you are. The system wants you to forget. Everything you're going through wants you to forget who you are. Wants you to tell you that being a loving person and being compassionate is weakness. All my life, that's all I've heard people tell me. Most of those people who told me that growing up are all dead. Remember who you are. Loving, compassionate, badass motherfucking spiritual ninja out in these streets. Treat your body well. And awaken your inner shaman. And shine brightly. Shine bright like a diamond. Your individuality here. And finally, answer the call. So you have a divine mission out here. Okay, go with the flow. You're being called to something. It's a mission, a divine mission of love, divine mission of compassion. Okay? You're a cultural person. You love your family, your community, your traditions. You're a healer. Okay? Spirit saying you need to exercise more, meditate. Okay. I didn't even look to see what happened to this cult leader or nothing. I just know who I'm dealing with already. I could tell you this dude's fate. I'll tell you how it always happens. You ever watch a movie? How all the bad guys, like all the flying monkeys, they all come together. You just keep seeing a bad guy come, right? They just get killed, get killed, get killed. They just don't get it. Okay? It's time to go. You're being called to action. All right? Spirit is saying, shine brightly with love and compassion and innocence and playfulness. Getting back to that. I miss the 80s. I do. Couldn't it be that it was all so simple then? It was so much more better back then. So, yeah, your family. Okay, something to do with your family here. And to be honest with yourself, okay, and have confidence. Something about your confidence, being assertive about your family. Time to go. Maybe you're being moved. Maybe you're moving with your family. Maybe you're going back with your family or something. Something like that. Maybe you're taking your family to a place where you can be happier. Okay? Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're moving your home. You need to cleanse and detoxify. Steady progress, okay? And ground yourself. That's what Spirit's saying. Okay? And there's nothing to worry about. So whatever attacks, something is trying to keep you stuck, you know, this out of the Six of Swords energy, not able to move forward with your life, not able to get away from toxicity and these attachments. But you got the Nine of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups to the Empress energy out here with the Eight of Pentacles. So your hard work is paying off, okay? You were dealing with a third-party situation. It looks like you could have been dealing with, you're definitely dealing with magic, okay? No doubt about that. And let's get one last. You need to dance and celebrate. Okay? Something in your life. Maybe you just need to dance. I used to love going dancing. I can shake a stick a little bit. What do they say? I don't even know. I'm too old for all this hyping, hula and hollering. Full moon completion, something's happening here, okay? Like I said, this magic is coming to an end. There's some kind of a completion here with Pisces. South Node energy, solitude, this mountain, this sanctuary, solitude, strength. So you might have been isolated, but this isolation is what essentially, this solitude is what led to this strength, this tenacity, this Nine of Wands, your purification, and this wake-up call. All right? So you've been in some kind of, this communion. During the winter solstice. So you might be isolated. You might be being called out of isolation. Okay? Sorry. In the winter. After the winter solstice period. I'm sorry, man. Look at me. All right. Something you're receiving some kind of a communication here, though. So there's some kind of an isolation, maybe that you've been going through. You could live in the mountain area. Okay. I see a lot of caves here. Could be really rainy where you live. Snow in the mountains. Just made me think of like Washington area, Seattle, kind of Alaska. Anyhow, so there's some kind of an isolation period that's coming to where you've been communing with God, Spirit, Source. It's been like a sanctuary. You're receiving a wake-up call. To me, this is like the Tower, and this is like a magician energy. That focus. Something has woken you up. What did I say? To dance. Celebrate, all right? That's all I got for you today. So, whatever that is, you're a magical person. Thank you for being here. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, God bless.